welcome back to Casually Crafted. My name is Ashley and this is Crafty Chat number 36. So today I'm just going to talk about all of my finished projects for the month of May and let you know what I'm going to be working on for June. So this month it was my daughter's birthday party yesterday. She's turning 5 tomorrow. So a lot of what I was doing was leading up to that, so I don't actually have a whole lot of actual crochet to show you, but I do have a little bit. I almost forgot like the main thing I had been working on. I was like, what did I do all month? But then I remembered, scrolling through my pictures. Okay, so first I showed you part of this when it was like half done, I guess. This is the unicorn that I made for her birthday present. These are technically, I think, supposed to be back here, but I think she's cuter with some in the front. I'll post a link to the pattern down in the description box. It was a free pattern. The yarn I used was, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. I don't remember what this pink one is for the hooves, but this is like Parcel and Bow, and then this was a red heart, and this was I love this yarn, but I don't remember the colors. Yeah, and then I think this was also red heart scraps that I had. So yeah, I'm kind of proud of how she turned out. She's not perfect, definitely, but I'm not a big amigurumi person because I can't sew things on evenly. Luckily, like you like make the legs and then attach them together to make the body, so you don't have to sew on the legs. And then the arms are crocheted in. So the only things I had to attach were the ears, the horn, the muzzle part, which I didn't expect it to be quite so large. I feel like it sticks out quite a ways for a unicorn, but that's okay. And all the hair pieces. So they, the pattern did just all one color, like a variegated for their hair. But since my yarn, like the main body was kind of variegated, I just wanted to pick out some of the colors from in here to do the hair. So they said to do 16 of the little curly cues. So 3 were supposed to be for here, I think 16. Actually 4 were supposed to be for here, and then 12 for the head. I did 15 because I wanted to do 3 colors, and if I would have done 3 colors and done 16, I would have had one of these. So this was supposed to be 4 curly hues for the tail. I would have had an extra color, and I thought that would look weird. So I just did 3. So, yeah. And I think that's everything. The ears are not exactly even, you can tell, but I mean, once all the hair's in there, like, you don't really notice it as much. So, yeah, there's my first finished object. The other main unicorn thing I worked on, the party was unicorn themed, if you can't tell, is I made a bunch of these unicorn horns on headbands, and they were all different colors. I think I made 21 total, and I'll post a link to the pattern that I used, but I did simplify it for myself. They have you increase until you get to about 20 stitches around. I just did to 18 because you do like a weird extra increase to get to the 20. And then that way when I made the circle on the bottom, I could just do 18 and not have a weird random row on that also. And then I just kind of, after I attached the bottom part and stuffed it, I just like shoved the headband in there. And sometimes it caught on the fuzz, the stuffing a little bit, the little teeth on the headband, but it didn't, it was pretty good for the most part. And then I just put a little dab of hot glue on each side so that it wouldn't like wobble around. The other thing I did differently from hers is she has you take a strand of yarn and go around it to make it a little more spirally. I was trying to keep it simple, so yeah, so I had a bunch of those to have them wear as the kind of like party hats, I guess, for the party. So, and some of the kids liked to wear them, and some of them like picked one but didn't want to wear it, and that's fine. yeah, so that was unicorn stuff. So I also participated in the Spook Your Spring Mal with Carrie Penny from the Happy Crafty Homemaker. So I made 2 things. Both of these patterns are by the same person. They had like a series of ornaments that they made to like decorate a Halloween-y tree. So I made the bat and the ghost. So the ghost I made first. And I left off, you're supposed to make like a mouth out of like felt or whatever, and then he also has little arms, but I left those off. And I made this out of the glow in the dark yarn from Lion Brand, and I will post a picture of it glowing here for you guys. Yeah, he was pretty cute and fast and easy. That's why I left the arms off, because I was being kind of lazy. So yeah, so that one turned out a lot better than the bat, so I'll show you the bat. Okay, so here's the bat. He's black, so he's hard to see, but I used Red Heart Metallic, and technically he's supposed to hang this way with the little string. So this is what I was talking about with the amigurumi. So his ears are not even. His wings were really confusing. The pattern was confusing, and you're supposed to like mix glue and water and paint that on to let it harden, and I just use a little bit of Mod Podge, and I think I need to do another layer on the back side or something, but I didn't like how it made it look crusty. So, and then his head I feel like is on crooked, and then his legs definitely aren't even either. So yeah, a lot of things to sew on with that. The pattern has him in gray, and but I wanted to use the black sparklies, but then I only had black eyes, and so you can't really see the eyes. And then they didn't add this part of the ears, but they did add that as like a suggestion, something you could add to the ears. So I did that. I thought it'd be cute. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, you can kind of tell he's kind of crooked somehow, where his head meets his body. So yeah, that's why I don't tend to do amigurumi very often, because I can never make them, the body parts, equal and even. Yeah, it was fun. And then the last thing I finished was I made some necklaces and earrings to wear to my friend's wedding, which is actually this Saturday. So I made one set to match my dress for her rehearsal dinner, and then the other set to match the dress for the actual wedding. And I don't have those with me because I kind of packed them, and so I will just post my pictures here, and I'm making kind of weird smiley faces because I was sending the pictures to my mom to see what she thought of them, and I didn't feel like taking new pictures, so here you go. Okay, so before I get to I don't really have whips per se. I have projects that I have sort of started so that I can work on them on the airplane. I wanted to make sure they'd work out first before bringing them. But I did have one acquisition. So a little while ago, Lion Brand was doing 5 for $10 on their comfy cotton yarns. And then shipping ended up being like $6. So it was still $16 for 5 balls of comfy cotton. It was pretty good. So I just ordered one color, all 5 balls of one color, because I already have 2 balls of this color. I thought I only had 1, but I have 2. So this is the, I guess I could take it out of the plastic, but it's the mocha something color. Yeah, mochaccino color, browns. Yeah, so surprisingly, these are actually all 5 that I got are the same dye lot as one of the ones I already had. So the other one that I have is not the same. I don't think there's much of a difference, but in case I wanted to use 6 or all 7 of them, they should all match pretty good. So that's my only acquisition for this month that I can remember. Yeah, so whips. My first one is I'm making a baby blanket for a friend who's having a baby in August, and she's having a girl. And I was gonna use a different yarn and pattern. I thought I had it figured out, and I started it, and I didn't like how they looked together. And so I was like going through all my stuff and all the different patterns that I have, because I don't want to buy any yarn. I want to use what I have. That's always kind of how I've been. I want to try to use what I have first, and all of my babyish yarn for some reason is boy colors, whereas it used to be all girls, and then I made an effort to buy boy colors, and now it seems like that's all I have. So this yarn I am going to use is a Karen Skinny Cake, and I started a different project a while back and then ended up frogging it. So this is the Raspberry Ganache color, and it's a lightweight 3, and it is 795 yards, and I have 2 of these. Part of my issue with a lot of patterns that are like striped, like back and forth in rows, is I worry that I'm going to run out of yarn and not be able to get more of it before it's the right size, which is why a lot of times with baby blankets I tend to do like the granny squares, that you just make one big granny square, like different variations of a granny square, or like something you start from the middle and you just make as big as you want. But I didn't want to do that this time. I wanted to like go out of my comfort zone a little bit, but still have something simple enough I can just pull out while we're on our layover or on the plane or whatever. So this is the Moss Stitch Ripple it's one of Creative Grandma's Stitch of the Week's patterns. So it doesn't look like a whole lot right now. I think I've done 3 rows. And it's about that long. So I have no idea how much. I haven't like weighed this to see how much yarn I'll use for each few rows or whatever. We're just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna bring the 1 cake, and then 795 yards should go pretty far, I think. And then we'll go from there. So that's one project. The other one is a little more complicated, and it is actually a paid for pattern. It is I don't have the title of it here, but it's this little mermaid by 3 AM Designs or something like that, and I didn't print it in color, but basically you make 2 of this piece and then stuff it and sew it together and then add the details on the front. So for the colors for that, I've got those all picked out. And I did start this one also, if I can find my hand. So this is the start of the first fin. And then from here you change to a darker tealish. So I have this one. I think this is a big twist. I'm not really sure. It feels softer than Red Heart, so I think that's what it is. But then for the next part of the fin, since you have 2 colors, I'm going to use this teal, which is Red Heart for sure. And then the body skin color, I'm going to use, I love this cotton. It's the color Antique Cream. So I like, that's kind of blown out. I like this color for skin tones. Even though it's cotton and these are acrylic, I think it'll work out okay, hopefully. And then, oh goodness, for the hair, this is where it might get kind of interesting. So this is, my daughter requested I make this for one of their friends for her birthday, which is at the end of June. So that's why I'm going to work on it now. This is one of the yarns my kids gave me for Mother's Day. It's very bright, and it has fuzzies on it. Okay. It's pretty much that bright in real life. So that's going to be her hair. Hopefully she likes pink. I asked her mom what her favorite colors are, and she said turquoise. I'm like, well, I'm basically using turquoise in the fin, so that doesn't help me decide what hair color to use. And then for her little, there's a little hair tie, a little ponytail, and then the bra thing. I'm just going to use some purple. So I have that to work on the plane. And then we have to drive to Colorado. So those of you who might be new, we live in Wyoming. But I grew up in Colorado, and that's where my parents still live. So my mom's coming with me, so we're gonna fly out of Denver to the wedding in Jamaica. So I need something to work on in the car ride down there while my husband drives. So I think I'm gonna try to make some doll clothes to donate to Wings. And I bought this pattern last year when Rose needed, oh my goodness gracious, when we were donating doll clothes to Wings last year. I think I made like 1 or 2 outfits, I can't remember. But I bought a whole bunch of patterns from adoringdollclothes.com, which is Pamela's website, from Pamela's Adoring Crochet, because I wanted to make my girls some clothes for their dolls, and I never did. But this pattern is the 18-inch doll clothes doctor scrubs. But basically I'm just going to use the pants and the shirt to make different colored pants and shirts. So like I want to make like jeans and maybe some jean shorts, just make them shorter, things like that, because I feel like a lot of people that are going to be donating are going to donate dresses, because why not? They're cute, right? Like but I know my girls could probably relate to dolls that are not just wearing dresses, because do they wear dresses every day? No. So, and they make boy dolls too, so they could have some boyish colors or just basic t-shirts and jeans that they could wear on an everyday school day or whatever. So that's my idea. I don't know how many I'll get done on the drive. Even if I just get one thing done, I'll send that in. But I was gonna make some towels on the drive. I might do that too. We'll see. It's like a 6-hour drive, so we'll see what I get to. Yeah, actually, I think that's actually everything. This is not super exciting. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna be gone for like a weekish, between driving there and being at the wedding and then driving home. I mean, I only end up posting like once a month anyway, but yeah, so we've got a lot of life stuff going on right now too, which I'm not ready to get into, but so things are a little crazy sometimes. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on those things on the plane. We'll see how far I get on them. Hopefully I can get the mermaid done soon. I'm not gonna bring like the stuffing and the eyes and stuff for that. I'm just gonna work on the pieces. So if I somehow get those done, then I have the baby blanket to work on. And you never know what mood you're gonna be in, right? Do you want something that you have to like sit and think and work on the pattern, or do you want to do something quick and easy that you can just do without thinking? I wrote down like the pattern, it's like a 1-row repeat on the ripple blanket, so I wrote that down on a note on my phone, so that if I forget or need a reminder, I don't have to like pull up the whole tutorial and watch it over and over and over. So yeah, so sorry this is kind of short and not too exciting, but I hope you guys are having a good summer so far. Our kids have been out of school for a few weeks now, so it's been a little bit crazy. So looking forward to some actual summer weather, because it's been a little cold. Yeah, so hopefully you're doing well wherever you are, and thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye guys.